Samantha Freeman. Good evening, Samantha. You want to get close to the mic, please?
Good evening. How are you?
Okay, you have a parking ticket bus stop violation.
I do.
What do you want to tell me about that?
I want to just tell you there was a meter that I paid for. I paid for an hour. I put $1.25 in.
There's no meter for a bus stop.
See, that's where I got confused. I don't know. I put money in a meter. It could have been the wrong meter, or
I'm going to repeat.
I don't know.
I'm going to repeat. There's no parking in a bus stop. And a meter is only good for areas that are where parking is permissible, right?
Okay.
So there's like long stretches. What was it, a multi-space meter? Or was it just a meter with a head on it?
Just a meter with the head on it.
Yeah, but that's for that spot right there. That doesn't count for, there is not a parking meter next to a school bus, next to a bus stop. There's no
Okay.
parking meter next to a bus stop, right?
Okay.
So you can't park at a bus stop. All right, that's number one. The second is a courtesy notice. This is when they first employed the speed zones in schools, right? And it was a courtesy notice. I don't know why you're here on that. That's going to get dismissed. Okay, and
I have two on there that aren't my plates, that I've never had those plates before.
yeah, on your Chevrolet, there was a previous owner. The previous owner owned an Acura.
No,
I know that. I'm telling you that we.
Oh, okay.
I have a notation here from our clerk
Okay.
who indicated that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 violations that you are not responsible for.
Okay.
But in addition to those 5, there are 2 more that you are responsible for. And one is a parking meter violation, and the second is a speeding on Charles Street violation. Is there anything you want to tell me about those? All right, the speeding on Charles Street is in a school zone.
Yeah.
Right, that's a $50 ticket. Okay. You have a child with you today?
I do. He's in the hallway screaming.
How old is he?
He's 1.
1? Well, give him a break.
I try.
He doesn't understand all this stuff. How many kids do you have?
I have 2.
2? How old is the other one?
4.
1 and 4? Oh, you got your hands full.
Yeah, but my daughter helps me out a lot, so it's easy somewhat
that's good.
some days.
Okay. I'm going to charge you $25 for this parking ticket. I'm going to give you a break on the speeding violation. You were a mile off. You can spend that money on the baby.
Thank you.
It's going to cost you a total of $55.
Do I have to pay it all today?
No.
Do I have time to pay it?
You having trouble?
A little bit. I'm a single mom. I'm kind of struggling at the moment.
Occasionally, I get correspondence from people, and they send money to the court in the hope that I will exercise my discretion in using the monies that they send. And one of these letters is from a Lori Matuti from Brookfield, Connecticut. And she said, I'm going to just read part of the story because it's very compelling.
Okay.
She watches the Court in Providence television appearance, and she goes on to say that her mom was divorced from her dad when she was 12 years old. She was not earning enough money to support the family. So her mom worked 2 to 3 jobs in order to make ends meet. And it wasn't until later in life that she found out that they were on welfare. She never knew that. Her mom was supporting 3 children without much help from her father. And as the years passed, her mom and 2 other people got together, opened a business that wound up becoming very successful. And when she had enough money to support her family, her mom mailed her welfare check back to the state with a note that said, "Thank you for the support. I no longer need it. Please give it to someone who's in my situation." Isn't that a nice note? So she said she lost her mom a few years ago, but the pain is still there. Her mom was her best friend and her inspiration. And in her name, she sent me $100 to help pay for somebody else's ticket. So I'm going to use this $100 to pay for your violations.
Thank you, sir.
So you owe $55, and that's going to leave me $45 to help somebody else.
Okay.
And we are ever so thankful to Lori for her help.
Thank you so
So-
much.
Maybe you want to say something special in the solitude of your home tonight about Lori. However you do that, whether it's through wishing her goodwill or pray, or however you do it, right? But remember Lori tonight in some way.
I will.
All right. It's $45, and
Thank you,
there'll be
Your Honor.
$55 to come back in here, okay?